the www.gbn.gd website. Those of you watching on GBN channel 7, 11 and 20, and the folks always logged on to Classic 105.5, 105.9, Hot 98.5, 98.7. Good morning to all the folks joining us regionally and internationally. Hope everybody is ready to have a fantastic, it's a good day to have a good day. Let's do this, the final day of June. Let's say goodbye to June, or the first 6 months of 2020. Just wave. Let's just wave it away and hope for the best for the second half of the year, all right? Let's get it started with Word of the Day, Word of the Day time. This morning's Word of the Day is louche. 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 It's an adjective which means not reputable or decent. Louche ultimately comes from the Latin word which means blind in one eye or having poor sight. This Latin term gave rise to the French word which means squinting or cross-eyed. The French gave their term a figurative sense as well, taking that squinty look to mean shady or devious. English speakers didn't see the need for the sight-impaired uses when they borrowed the term in the 19th century, but they kept the figurative one. The word is still quite visible today and is used to describe both people and things of questionable repute. Word of the day, louche, Louche, an adjective which means not reputable or decent. An example of the use of the word: he's just a guy slouching in dungarees looking a little louche. Another example of the use of the word: the love-struck Roman was played by a louche, gruff, brooding Ralph. Word of the day, louche, Louche, an adjective which means not reputable or decent. And as you go about your Tuesday, think of this: we cannot become what we want by remaining what we are. We cannot become what we want by remaining what we are. Take a leap of faith and step out. We can get different results doing the same thing. So take a leap of faith. Do what you need to go to the next level. You cannot become what you want by remaining what you are. Let's see what's celebrated today, the final day of June. Today it is International Asteroid Day. It will have everyone looking toward the skies. The holiday was founded after the 2014 release of the film 51 Degrees North, which explores what would happen if an asteroid were to strike. The film's creative team wanted to raise more awareness about the threat of asteroids to Earth and how we can help protect ourselves. So today on International Asteroid Day, take a look at the sky every now and again. You never know, we might just be lucky to see one passing by. Yes, let's hope for the best. Passing by is the operative phrase here. Today it is also World Social Media Day. First there was the telephone, then the fax machine, and then social media, a revolutionary way of communicating. Since its creation, people have been able to connect with each other like never before. Friends and family can connect at any moment, and marketers have been able to reach consumers in an entirely new fashion. World Social Media Day. Well, I think I celebrate that every day because I'm always on social media. So, what should I be on social media? Extra hour today? Okay, say no more. I got it. Yeah, I got it. All right, let's see. Yesterday, the updated emergency powers regulations were released. And it more or less stays the same, except as revealed by Prime Minister Dr. Mitchell in his address on Sunday. The freedom of movement has been extended, and it will now be from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily. So the curfew starts from 11 p.m. And with the extension of the freedom of movement, businesses that have already been authorized to operate may do so until 10 p.m. daily. It is expected that the extended hours will increase economic activity. So let's hope for the best. This is not a time to be spreeing. It's a little further into the night, into darkness, but it's no excuse to be out on the road just chilling and liming and cooking and fetting. That's not what the extended hours are for. And I believe everything else remains the same. Right, and finally, before we go, Last week, Thursday, the Spice Mass Corporation started its virtual Carnival City. And this week, the Carnival City train makes its stop right here at the Grenada Broadcasting Network. This Thursday, Hot 98's graphic songs will blaze a soca trail as the black power of Jab is unleashed. Carnival City will be carried live on all our stations here at the Grenada Broadcasting Network. It begins at 7 p.m. on the social media pages. And then at 8 p.m. or following the nightly news, then the Carnival City will be broadcast on GBN Channel 7, 11 and 20. So Carnival City begins at 7 on the GBN Television Facebook page. I believe it will be carried as well on the YouTube channel. And then at 8 p.m. Carnival City we will join or simulcast the broadcast and bring it on TV following the news on Thursday, God willing. So look out for that. It's going to be a hot one. We have performances from Jab King, Leadneck, Lil Kerry, Valley, and the Queen herself, Blazer and Top Cat, Biddy, and much more. Last week, if last week was any indication, Carnival City will definitely be a whole vibe on Thursday. So tuning to GBN on Thursday, God willing, for all the mass. Those of you who are soca lovers, Carnival City GBN is definitely the place to be on Thursday, God willing, from 7 p.m. All right, let's get ready for the news. It's time for the morning edition on the radio. And those of you on our visual platforms, we're going to bring you last evening's newscast. Good morning, Grenada on GBN Classic Hot 98. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
No matter what you try, you can never be me, never.
Social media was set alight as people expressed outrage over the alleged beating of a construction worker by a family at Fort Judy. On Saturday, there was a rapid response by members of the public as there was a call for a peaceful protest in support of contractor Evan Smith. His wife told the media on Friday that he was beaten by a Caucasian family at Fort Judy last Thursday. There was a call to action on Saturday morning.
We want justice when we want it right now. We want justice when we want it right now. We want justice. We want justice.
A rapid response by members of the public for a peaceful protest in support of contractor Evan Smith. His wife told the media on Friday that he was beaten by a Caucasian family in Fort Judy last Thursday. There was a call to action.
Come to change our culture. Grenadian culture is Grenadian culture. They come to live with us. We didn't come here to live with them. And if they don't like it, take your bag and go. Take your bag and go.
But we realise it's not a black-white thing. It's something that's happened that shouldn't have happened. But, you know, we're all here together.
The whole march here has nothing to do with race. I think had such situation happened to a black person who would have committed it and justice was not being served, I think Grenadians would have actually taken a firm stand.
Plans for the protest was announced on Saturday morning. Organizers described the support as overwhelming, considering the time frame within which it was organized. Activists Michelle Sabrina Alexander and Dr. Augustine Pandrew made it clear that the march was non-political.
Just to make it clear, we are not against the police, we are not against any political administration, we are not against anybody. It's unfortunate, it's sad to see that one man was beaten by 4 persons and no justice was served. It begs the question, why do we have watchman justice for the white people and legalistic justice for our own black people? Because if it was the other way around, we know what the situation would have been. We know that black person would have been behind a cell, and that's all we're asking for. All we're demanding is justice for that family.
You didn't come here today to support any one of us. You came here to support justice. Justice for all.
Yes.
And we have to send a message loud and clear.
Hallelujah.
All right?
Yes.
That people, regardless of who you are, you need to respect other people. Yes. You need to respect Grenadians.
Yes.
And wherever you come from, and us Grenadians, we need to also respect them.
Mr. Smith's wife has led the campaign to ensure that some form of action is taken after she was allegedly told that it was a civil matter which the family needed to handle on their own. The case has garnered regional and international attention. Local media houses have been contacted by journalists and civil rights activists from Guyana, the U.S. and the United Kingdom, seeking information on how they could contact the family and inquire about how they could assist. Christelina John, GBN News.
It was announced today that Donald Kavanagh and Sarah Houghton, the two individuals involved in last Thursday's beating of Evan Smith, have been charged. Prior to this, the Royal Grenada Police Force came under fire from members of the general public for their perceived failure to perform their duties fairly. However, on Monday, Acting Commissioner of Police Edwin Martin sought to clarify what transpired.
Completion and return of a medical form is pivotal in determining the extent of harm caused and therefore the type of charge that should be brought against an alleged perpetrator. Therefore, charges could not be laid prior to the receipt of a medical form. It should be noted further that the police authority allows us for detention of persons in suspected criminal activity for up to 48 hours. Thereafter, without sufficient evidence for charges to be laid appropriately, the detained individual will have to be released. Note that 48 hours after the occurrence of this incident, the police was not yet in receipt of the medical form.
Commissioner Martin says the process will continue.
Following the subsequent receipt of the completed medical form and a review of statements and interviews of eyewitnesses, the police has since arrested and charged two persons, Sarah Houghton and Donald Kavanagh, have been arrested for causing harm. They have since been released, however, on bail in a sum of $10,000 with one surety. This offense carries a maximum penalty of $3,000 or imprisonment for 1 year or both. The other traffic-related issues in this matter is still under investigation and a clear determination has not yet been made.
When asked whether charges were brought against the other two young people reportedly involved in the incident, Commissioner Martin explained that information on their involvement came after a statement was given. Investigations are continuing into the matter. Both Kavanagh and Houghton will make their first court appearance on July 28th.
And continuing on with that story, the president of the Grenada Bar Association, Mrs. Lisa Taylor, is urging the public to let good sense prevail as the law takes its course. She is confident that the system will work.
So I am confident. I know I have seen some expressions that suggest that people don't have that confidence. I am confident that the system that we operate under must do its job. I am confident that the policing work, notwithstanding certain statements I have heard credited to the police that, if they are true, seem quite misinformed and not a true statement of the law. But again, I don't have all the facts. But I am confident that based on the outcome of the police investigation, the right charges will follow and the system will work.
Ms. Taylor notes that it's an emotionally charged situation, but she says people need to allow for due process. Ms. Taylor was speaking on GBN's To The Point program on Monday.
The people are entitled to bail like anybody else, regardless of the inflammatory or apparently inflammatory situation which gave rise to this incident, and all of the other sentiments and emotions that are rightly or wrongly roused. But the system has to work, and we have to give it space to work. We have to be confident that the police will do what is right and just under the law. And we also have to be mindful that both the victim, allegedly, and the alleged perpetrator or perpetrators have the benefit of the law, have the protections of the law. And we should make sure, to me, the source of my energy would be, as a concerned Grenadian citizen, to make sure that the system works.
In other news, no commercial flights will be allowed into Grenada in the immediate future. Only chartered flights are being allowed in for now. The announcement came from Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell in a national address last night. Cherian Blackman-Stephen tells us more.
As of Tuesday, June 30th, the curfew is extended from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. until July 7th. However, the country's borders will remain closed to commercial flights.
Our protocols may be perceived as rigorous, but they have to be, because public health and safety are at risk. We have tested and evaluated the protocols and identified areas for improvement. Therefore, for the immediate future, Grenada will only continue to welcome chartered flights, and these offer greater levels of due diligence with respect to the established protocols, which include testing before departure, testing upon arrival, and agreement to bear the cost of quarantine. Commercial airlines have thus far not agreed to make it mandatory for passengers to test prior to travel, and this is contrary to Grenada's protocols.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell, in his national address delivered on Sunday, cited daily reports of increased rates of infections, particularly in the United States, which is one of Grenada's main source markets for visitors, as largely responsible for government's decision. He said they continue to work on finalization of protocols before the country welcomes commercial flights.
Many are wishing we can remain in the protective bubble that has kept us safe since March, and that we can maintain the COVID-free status announced earlier this month. However, this is not a practical long-term option, as Caribbean countries may not have reached consensus and when we reopen more borders. But given the importance of tourism, this is generally regarded as one of the critical milestones in the effort to restart economies. The timing, however, must be right, and public health remain of paramount importance.
Training sessions have been organized for workers in the accommodation, transport, and food and beverage sectors as Grenada prepare to enter the next phase in this fight against COVID-19.
The St. George's vendor is calling on the government to reopen the vendors' market so that they can resume business. Rena Pei has more in this report.
Shalon Paris, a vendor in St. George's, called on GBN this morning to air her concerns on the reopening of the St. George Vendors Market. The market has been closed for the past few months due to the ongoing coronavirus pandemic. Vendors have been temporarily placed in the car park of the stadium to sell their produce. Paris is calling for a meeting with the relevant authority as she thinks they are being treated unfairly.
No, nobody from the ministry or so haven't met with the market vendors. They just closed the market and they wouldn't open it. I mean, Grenville Market open, Gov Market open, Sutters Market open. What happened to St. George's Market? Where is the minister for tongue and where is the minister for communication and work? What are they doing? I can't see you have vendors sitting in the stadium going through all this torture. When people down in St. George's, there is nowhere they are walking to go up to the stadium to buy anything. I find this is so unfair. And then you have the market just opened, nothing going on in it.
Paris says there is no social distancing protocols at the current location. She told GBN the financial burden is significantly affecting her livelihood.
Normally when I pass around to St. George's, I see about 3 or 4 vendors there during the week just sitting doing nothing. And on a Friday and a Saturday you might have a few vendors, but it don't have no 6 feet social distance. You might see 3-4 vendors under one tent. So what is the difference going on here? It's affecting me very bad because I need to come and make my money and do my business. I'm a single mother, I could say.
For GBN News, I am Rena Pei reporting.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell has announced that Liat workers are among the newest group of employees seeking financial assistance from government. This comes on the heels of an earlier announcement made by Antigua's Prime Minister that the cash-strapped airline will be liquidated. Rena Pei has more in this report.
Over the weekend, Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda, Gaston Brown, announced to the world that from all indication, LIAT will be liquidated and the countries within the region may have to come together to form a new entity.
Governments will have to capitalize a new entity. They'll also have to get private sector participation so that we have a mixture of public and private capital, probably to have it operated by private entities. But again, what I'm hoping that we do not have going forward with a new entity is any squabble over the location of the headquarters.
The airline, which has been grounded due to the pandemic, currently has an outstanding payment of nearly 100 million EC dollars to its employees, as they already face a loss of 12 million EC dollars in 2019. This action is likely to result in the loss of hundreds of jobs throughout the region, including Grenada. On Sunday, Prime Minister Keith Mitchell announced to the nation that LIAT workers in Grenada have requested support from government's stimulus package.
We are continuously evaluating the categories of persons eligible to benefit and have made some adjustments in recent times. Requests have also been submitted by employees of LIAT and several other places who have received little or no income and are facing imminent threat of unemployment. Additionally, as the duration of the pandemic increases, government is now actively considering extending the period of support granted to hotel workers for a further 3 months.
According to the Prime Minister, to date, more than 4,000 Grenadians have benefited either from payroll support to businesses or from income support to self-employed persons. Another 2,000 Grenadians have also started receiving the unemployment assistance benefit from the National Insurance Scheme. He says government continues to assist people at this time despite its challenges.
This in no way suggests that we have helped everyone who needs help. But I can assure you that we continue to work on your behalf. But the reality is that government itself is limited by the significant decline in revenue.
For GBN News, I am Rina Pear reporting.
GBN's Beyond the Headlines takes on the controversy surrounding the proposed merger of the Cocoa and Nutmeg Association. Tonight's panel will include the Ministers of Trade and Agriculture, Oliver Joseph and Yolande Bain Hosford, together with the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Mr. Elvis Moraine. Mr. Leo Cato of the Grenada Cooperative Nutmeg Association, Farmer Nalin Joseph, and Mr. Christopher Williams of the Cocoa Board will represent the commodity entities. In a national address last night, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell defended the government's decision to pursue the merger. He says this will give farmers a real chance of a shareholding in the nutmeg and cocoa industry, something he says that does not presently exist. In the past week, several voices were raised in opposition to the deal after draft legislation was leaked to a local newspaper.
In his address Sunday night, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell said because of the difficulties brought about by COVID-19, significant financial resources have been made available for various initiatives, including price support payments for cocoa and nutmeg farmers. He said the situation highlights the need for urgent action to address the long-term financial viability of the cocoa and nutmeg associations.
Unfortunately, years of inaction have paralyzed the associations, leading to chronic and acute financial challenges similar to the current situation, which necessitated yet another injection of capital by government to ensure the survival of the associations.
The Prime Minister said the COVID-19 pandemic has illustrated that it cannot be business as usual, as it's a crucial opportunity to modernize the operation of commodity boards.
A successful merger will accomplish this, and most importantly, will allow farmers to be at the forefront. Another long-standing recommendation that government will seek to implement. We expect the merger of the association and the liberalization of the sector to lead to better prices for cocoa and nutmeg farmers, while also allowing them a chance of real ownership and shareholding in the commodity boards, something that does not exist at this time.
During the past week, several voices were raised in opposition to the proposed merger, with some saying the government was seeking to hijack the commodity boards. Former Prime Minister Tillman Thomas has invoked the memory of one of Grenada's most passionate proponents of the agricultural sector, the late Clarence Ferguson.
Reflect on the same thing with the issue with the farmer, that draft bill. I mean, you kind of, I don't know if you knew a man named Clarence Ferguson. Clarence Ferguson was a man who always defended the Nutmeg Association since in the days of Gary. The name sounds familiar. Yeah, that's Robert Ferguson's father. I said Clarence must be turning in his grave when this bill, when he hears about this bill. Because, I mean, it's a people. This belongs to the farmers. And you have to function in a way that is beneficial to people, not to make life difficult for them or exploit them.
He says people often ignore the issue of trusteeship in the governance process. He says parliamentary representatives in rural communities are not serving as trustees of the farming communities.
If a constituency elect you to represent them, then you should let them know what's going on with the business. You can just come in the dark with a draft bill to take away the powers from the farmers, and you sit down in the parliament and say you're representing farmers. Which farmers are you representing? Which constituency? And most of the constituencies are rural constituencies in Grenada. And I haven't heard one parliamentarian speak out or say or lift a finger in the interests of the farmers of the country. Not one. And that is real sad, because I mean, St. Patrick's, St. Mark's, St. John's, St. Andrews, these are nutmeg and cocoa producing areas. And these MPs should be fighting to defend the farmers' interests. But we don't know whose interests they're representing now. I mean, that is an issue that people have to be raising. Whose interests are they representing?
GBN further dissects the controversy on tonight's Beyond the Headlines program with representatives from the government of Grenada and representatives of the commodity boards. Joseph McKee-Smith, GBN News.
Media workers in Grenada are being told it's time to take stock, time to take a step back and assess how they let passion get in their way of mindfulness. The advice follows the brutal slaying of a young photojournalist in Barbados last week. Christina John has that story.
25-year-old Griffiths was killed by an assailant while reporting on the death of 51-year-old Glenroy James on the grounds of the heavily wooded Bishop's Court, the derelict former residence of the Anglican Church bishop. James was cleaning up the property when he was attacked by a vagrant who reportedly slept in the abandoned building. Griffith had arrived on the scene before the police and was attacked and killed by the homeless man. Anglican Bishop Michael Maxwell explained that the diocese hired A&B Pest Control to remove asbestos from the property. He said it was unfortunate that Griffith and James lost their lives. The Nation photographer subsequently responded to the report of a body at the abandoned building, unaware that the suspect was still at that location. When he arrived at the scene, he was confronted by the man who cornered him and reportedly chopped him about his body. President of the Media Workers Association of Grenada, Sherian Noel, says this weekend's incident gives reason for a pause.
Comes as a wake-up call for media workers throughout the region and internationally. Oftentimes we get a call and people believe that because this happened that media should be there to bring it to them, not taking into consideration the danger that sometimes lie ahead.
Noel says people often criticize the media without having the knowledge of the perils involved in the news production process.
And I just want to speak to people in general. Most times something happened and you hear the complaints with, oh, how come MTV, how come GBN, how come they didn't get this and they didn't get that? Not thinking at times, maybe it was too dangerous. Sometimes it is good to just hear and tell you, take a clipping and tell you what has happened rather than being at the actual scene to bring you actual images and so of what transpired.
Griffith worked for the Nation newspaper, which is part of the One Caribbean Media or OCM group, which includes the Trinidad Express and CCN TV6 and the Grenada Broadcasting Network. Noel says it's a sad time for media practitioners, but it also serves as a time of stock taking.
I just want to encourage media people to look at that incident in Barbados, reflect on it, check how you go out and cover your stories. We may say this is Grenada, things wouldn't happen, but you never know when something like that just may happen in our neck of the woods. So once again, our sincere condolences to the media fraternity in Barbados, the family of young Griffith, and to all media across the region who are hurting over this at this time. But what I want you to do is to be a bit more vigilant and try your best to be extremely careful when you go out and cover assignments.
25-year-old Christoph Griffith was the son of Police Sergeant Christopher Griffith, who responded to the report not knowing one of the victims was his son. The officer had to be taken from the scene by some of his colleagues. Christina John, GBN News.
Thanks, Christina, for that report. And we're going to Guelph, the fishing capital of Grenada. Earlier today in a news conference, we heard the police commissioner appealing to people to just take it easy, because there were some celebrations of sorts yesterday, despite the social distancing protocols. And the script should have read that Fisherman's Birthday went by quietly compared to previous years. At least the major calendar events will not be celebrated at this time of year. As you would know, June 29 is usually celebrated as a feast of St. Peter and St. Paul, St. Peter being the patron saint of the fisher folk, according to the Bible.
The annual Fisherman's Birthday celebrations, held mainly in the fishing Mecca Guelph, took a different outlook this year. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, celebrations were scaled down as the usual parade through the streets onto the beach was put on hold. To mark the opening, a church service was held on Monday at the St. Peter's RC Church in Guelph. Minister for Fisheries Alvin Dabrio was present at this morning's service. The minister recognized the contributions fisher folk have made toward the economic growth of the industry.
Makes major contribution to our nation in the form of food security, poverty alleviation, employment, foreign exchange, culture, recreation, tourism, and the general quality of life in rural and coastal communities here in Grenada and the world over.
The fisheries minister wants people to become more sensitive of marine life and the environment. He highlighted both positive and negative outcomes due to the shutdown experienced by the industry.
Negative social and economic impacts of the shutdowns have been felt throughout the entire sector, both the domestic and our export sectors. One of the benefits was that our local fish consumption has increased substantially. So even though the export has dropped, our local consumption, and that is excellent for us.
In the Governor General's address delivered by Permanent Secretary Roxy Hutchinson, she urged fishermen to be each other's keeper.
Importance that you adhere to the safety protocols, not only for your sake, but for the sake of your families, neighbors, and co-workers. In doing so, you will do your part to limit the life and presence of this virus, and ultimately to help us get through these trying times as a nation.
As part of activities, retired fishermen and women were presented tokens in recognition of their service. This gesture will be extended to fisher folk in other fishing districts. Christina John, GBN News.
Total is one of the world's largest oil companies with a top quality line of lubricants. Total Lubricants has a full product line from passenger cars, motorcycle, heavy industrial equipment, mining, trucking, agriculture, and manufacturing machines and vehicles. Total Lubricants, winning championships in motorsports, including Formula One and World Rally Championships. Total Lubricants are available at all Rubis service stations, leading automotive shops, and distributed by Huggins.
Are you
you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements? Or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 for 18-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Fallage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
The Grenada Airports Authority is taking all the necessary health and safety measures to protect staff and passengers from COVID-19 at both the Maurice Bishop International Airport and the Lauriston Airport. The Airport Authority assures the general public that it continues to follow guidelines outlined by the Ministry of Health, CARFA, and WHO, and has employed international best practice measures, such as sensitization sessions for staff, enhanced passenger screening, improved sanitation protocols, and monitoring updates from official local, regional, and international agencies. The safety of all our employees and passengers is our top priority. Thus, we have improved signage and taken additional steps to remind all our employees, passengers, and other stakeholders of the 6 feet physical distancing protocols, wearing of masks, and other sanitation measures. We have also installed additional sanitizing stations throughout the facility, floor markers, plexiglass sneeze guards for customer contact points, as well as COVID-19 testing stations. Upon entry to the terminal, all passengers are screened by public health officials and required to fill out health declaration forms. The authority is and continues to be committed to taking all the necessary protective measures to reduce the risk of the spread of COVID-19 and to ensure the safety and wellness of all involved.
I'm reaching my dreams with GOT. They're the ones for me. I'm reaching my dreams with GOT. They're the ones for me. Since 1983, they've been serving the country, and we like all their financing, giving the people what they want, what they need, what they love. Come and join the family that's here for you all the way, from birth to graduation, your first job to your home and your car through your golden years.
The GT Credit Union has been actively supporting nation building through its many sponsorships and programs, including Financial Literacy Quiz, Pass the Torch Calypso Program, Junior Cooperatives in Secondary Schools, CPEA, and the TAMCC Grants. The credit union has helped many people make their dreams come true. Let them help you with yours. You don't have to be a teacher to be a member. So what are you waiting for?
GUT Credit Union, it's where you belong.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016. Or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Whenever we're faced with difficulties, we find comfort in those we know and trust. This is especially true when a loved one has died.
Welcome to Otway Bailey Funeral Home.
For over 100 years, Otway Bailey Funeral Home has helped families celebrate the lives of their loved ones with compassion and dignity. Our affordability, attention to detail, warm and caring staff has contributed us being the funeral home of choice for official and state funerals. We treat you as we would treat our own family. All of our services are designed to help you get through one of the most personal and challenging stages of life, whether it's planning a funeral, joining our burial society, or pre-arrangements. You can be assured of the Otway Bailey commitment to consistently provide the most caring and professional service possible with the best options and price. So call us 440-2558 or visit our website otwaybaileyfuneralhome.org.
At Otway Bailey, we offer the perfect tribute any family can afford.
Total is one of the world's largest oil companies with a top quality line of lubricants. Total Lubricants has a full product line from passenger cars, motorcycle, heavy industrial equipment, mining, trucking, agriculture, and manufacturing machines and vehicles. Total Lubricants, winning championships in motorsports, including Formula One and World Rally Championships. Total Lubricants are available at all Rubis service stations, leading automotive shops, and distributed by Huggins.
See it first on GBN. All the stories, from politics to industrial unrest. Tourism.
Light it up. Light it up.
Nation to Grenada.
Entertainment. Sports and culture.
Great shot there of Anderson Peters from Grenada, the Commonwealth Games bronze medalist.
See more on GBN, your most credible source for information. Nightly at 7.
Long ago, the strength of Grenadians was in their arms as they worked the lands to get food for the table. Nowadays, most Grenadians' plate is packed with lots of starch and meat, little or no vegetables, plenty fried foods, and they wash that down with something sweet while sitting in front of screen. Hard work and exercise seem to be out of style, and lifestyle diseases are becoming the fashion of the day and claiming many lives. Let's make a change to live longer. Let us grow and enjoy a variety of natural and safe, fresh vegetables and fruits every day. Use our local fresh seasoning and spices to make our traditional dishes healthier and avoid highly processed foods, snacks, and drinks. Drink more water every day to help your body function better. Get moving every day and trade some screen time to share and enjoy healthy family meals. Choose healthy foods and healthy lifestyle. follow the healthy choices for healthy living guidelines for Grenadians.
What's the message in the bottle? And we lit tonight, don't worry about tomorrow.
Welcome back to Good Morning Grenada 23. Yes, 23 and a half minutes after 7 o'clock. Let's get right into it. It is time for Trivia Tuesday. I'm coming through the high note. Tuesday. She go, girlfriend. All right, I already know. It's time for Trivia Tuesdays here on Good Morning Grenada. And this morning, Trivia Tuesday is going to be Bible trivia. Yep, this morning it is Bible trivia. So all you folks who know the Bible like the back of your hands, this morning is your time to shine. This morning is a time to refresh your memory for those things that you may have forgotten over the years, or those things that you don't know. We're going to give you a little time to, get educated this morning. That's what Trivia Tuesday it's all about. It's all about a little bit of education, right? So it is Trivia Tuesdays. Let's see. I'm going to start with a little easy question that everybody's supposed to be able to answer. Get all a little warm up. The question is, in what city was Jesus born? We're starting easy and simple and, making all it relax a little bit before we get deep in the vibe now. Let's go. In what city was Jesus born? First question on Trivia Tuesday. You can answer the questions on the landline. It's 435-2041. Call me and let me know what you think the answer is. You can also answer the questions on the WhatsApp. Please, por favor, only written messages on the WhatsApp, no voice or video calls, no voice notes, no links, no YouTube, no pictures or videos, no nothing. Only written messages on the WhatsApp, please and thank you, letters and numbers. You can also answer the questions on the GBN Television Facebook page, as well as the Grenada Broadcasting Network's YouTube channel. Let's get it in. Trivia Tuesday. In what city was Jesus born? Let's go. We have our first caller to answer the question. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
All right. In what city was Jesus born?
Jerusalem.
Jerusalem. Thank you. Hold that day still. All right. In what city was Jesus born? Let me know on the landline. Let me know on the WhatsApp. Let me know on Facebook and YouTube. Let me check the other platforms while the phone waits to ring. YouTube, nobody's ready on YouTube. Nobody's ready on, There's one answer on Facebook. Somebody says Bethlehem. Let me see if there's anybody. Two more people. No, joke. Let me start over. 2 people on the Facebook say Bethlehem, and somebody else on Facebook says Nazareth. Let me check the WhatsApp. WhatsApp says Bethlehem, in the city of Bethlehem. Somebody says Nazareth. Bethlehem. All right, back to the landline. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Nazareth, thank you.
Yes, sir.
In what city was Jesus born? I thought I was going to get only one set of answers, but so far we have Nazareth, Bethlehem, and Jerusalem. And it? Right. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so the things start to get sticky already. In what city was Jesus born? Good morning. Hello? 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 All right, that person ain't ready yet. Listen to me through the phone. You'll hear me through the phone if you're calling. Not if you're calling. When you're calling, mute your television or the radio, whichever platform you're listening or watching the program on. You'll hear me through the telephone. Let's go. In what city was Jesus born? Good morning. Hello? Nazareth. Thank you, baby.
Okay.
Bye-bye. In what city was Jesus born? The children always put a smile on my face. YouTube says Nazareth. Somebody else says Jesus was born in Nazareth. He was a Nazarene. Let me see WhatsApp. Somebody says Listen to me. I love my people. I love my people. Somebody on WhatsApp says he was born in St. George because Grenadians say God is a Grenadian. I love my people. I love my people. Back to the phone. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good, and you?
I'm great.
All right.
In what
was born in Bethlehem.
Bethlehem. Thank you. All right. Oh, great. I like St. George. In what city was Jesus born? Somebody says he was born in Bethlehem and grew up in Nazareth. Somebody else says, good morning, the city of David, which is in Bethlehem. Back to the phones. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good day. Have a good day.
Thanks, you too.
Yes, Bethlehem.
Bethlehem. Thank you. Bye. In what city was Jesus born? I still can't get over St. George. No calls on the WhatsApp, please. Only written messages on the WhatsApp. Somebody else on WhatsApp says Jesus was born in Bethlehem. Let me go back by YouTube. YouTube says Bethlehem. Facebook says Bethlehem. Good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
Hello.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Bana.
From where?
Bana.
From Bana?
Bana and St. Matt.
Oh, Bana and St. Matt.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, baby. What's your name?
Huh?
What's your name?
Carlin.
What's it?
Carlin.
Carlin?
Yeah.
Okay, baby. What's the answer?
Bethlehem and Nazareth.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Like her. She sounds like a really good madam. Bethlehem and Nazareth. She sounds like a really good lady. Big up your old self. Let me go. In what city? Okay, I think that's it. Let me close it off. Let me go back by YouTube. No updated answers on YouTube. Let me see what's on Facebook. Let me go back to the phone. No, let me go by phone 9 are coming there just now. Hold on it. Jesus was born in Bethlehem. Hey, somebody said that person rude. If Jesus was a Grenadian, he would be from St. Andrew. So Maribor and the city is Grenville. Hi. WhatsApp says Nazareth and Bethlehem. Final phone call for this question. Good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
Good.
What city was Jesus born?
A stable in Bethlehem.
In Bethlehem. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. A stable in Bethlehem. That is correct. Jesus was born in the city of Bethlehem. In a stable. According to our last caller, he was born in a stable in Bethlehem and grew up in Nazareth. All right, let's go on to another question. It's Bible trivia here on Good Morning Grenada. Oh, All right. How many books are in the New Testament? How many books are in the New Testament? How many books are in the New Testament? Good morning. Bonjour, Lord. Let's try this again. Good morning. Hello? All right. Lost that caller. How many books are in the New Testament? The New Testament. How many books are in the New Testament? They're still fighting over which city in Grenada Jesus born. If only I don't one more time. Somebody says he was born in Krong City. Listen to me. How many books are in the New Testament? No calls on the WhatsApp, please. Somebody says no pictures on the WhatsApp. Nah, boy, what? No pictures on the WhatsApp, please. Let's see. 27. Somebody else says 37. 27. Let me see what's on YouTube and Facebook. Somebody on Facebook says 4. Back to the phone lines. How many books are in the New Testament? Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm great. How many?
I believe it is 27.
27. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. How many books are in the New Testament? Let's go. How many books are in the New Testament? Yeah. All right, let's try this again. How many books are in the New Testament? It's Bible trivia here on Good Morning Grenada. Let me see Facebook. Facebook says 27. Noah's story. Let me start over. YouTube says 27. Facebook says 27. WhatsApp says... Hold on. WhatsApp says 27. Good morning. 66 books. Somebody else on WhatsApp says 166 always. 26, 27. 27. 27. Somebody says, hold on, let me count. Okay, I'm holding on. How many books are in the New Testament? Good morning.
There are 27.
Say that again?
There are 27.
27. Okay, baby. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right. How many books are in the New Testament? Let's see what's on the social media. Making sure I browse every... All right. Facebook. Somebody says 25. Somebody else says, I think it's 27. WhatsApp. Let me see where I reach on WhatsApp. Right. 27. Somebody says Bethlehem and 27. And saying 2-in-1. You go, girlfriend. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
How many books are in the New Testament?
27.
27. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. How many books are in the New Testament? No, Miss Jeremiah didn't give me the questions. Miss Jeremiah, I'm waiting for y'all. Miss Jeremiah is supposed to know these things. So she's giving y'all a chance. I'm sure that's what happening. Now we go back by the phone lines. Morning, Miss Jeremiah. Good morning.
Morning, boss.
Morning.
Yeah, the stable of Bethlehem to be exact.
The stable of Bethlehem. Thank you. And how many books in the New Testament?
27.
All right, thank you. The person finished Kong. She say, 27. Oh, great week. Good morning. Kizian said 27. All right, Kizian. Somebody says 62. 21 because I count 1, 2, 3 John as one and the other with double as one. No, a book is a book. 1 John is a book, 2 John is a book, Thessalonians. They all count as a book, so don't count them as one. All right, let me go. Good morning.
I tell you, call my name.
Okay, somebody
and please, Grenada, I did not know what Blossom coming with. I just put on the radio now for this biblical trivia, so I did not give any questions. Please.
Somebody was asking.
Yeah, well, that's it. No, I did not. Well, I don't need to answer that because you have the answers so many times.
Exactly.
So I don't want to add to it. I don't want to confirm them.
No problem.
Yes, so later.
Thank you.
All
right. How many? Big tune. How many books are in the New Testament? Let's close off this one. Phone line. Okay, phone line. Hold on there. Come in. Let me make sure. YouTube, 27 books. 27. Facebook says, where did I reach to? 27 and 27 books. WhatsApp says, you're right. A book is a book. Exactly. So count each book as a book. Somebody says 27. Final phone call for this question. Good morning. Hello.
27.
27. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right. Most of you were correct except for the odd ones or two. One or two. There are 27 books in the New Testament. That is correct. All right, let me see what's the time. Right, so we're going to take a quick break and then we're going to come back inside with some more Bible trivia. Yes, let's educate and remind ourselves about what the book says. We'll be right back. This is Trivia Tuesday on Good Morning Grenada.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements? Or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 418-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Foliage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
Airports Authority is taking all the necessary health and safety measures to protect staff and passengers from COVID-19 at both the Maurice Bishop International Airport and the Lauriston Airport. The Airport Authority assures the general public that it continues to follow guidelines outlined by the Ministry of Health, CARFA, and WHO, and has employed international best practice measures such as sensitization sessions for staff, enhanced passenger screening, improved sanitation protocols, and monitoring updates from official local, regional, and international agencies. The safety of all our employees and passengers is our top priority. Thus, we have improved signage and taken additional steps to remind all our employees, passengers, and other stakeholders of the 6 feet physical distancing protocols, wearing of masks, and other sanitation measures. We have also installed additional sanitizing stations throughout the facility, floor markers, plexiglass sneeze guards for customer contact points, as well as COVID-19 testing stations. Upon entry to the terminal, all passengers are screened by public health officials and required to fill out health declaration forms. The authority is and continues to be committed to taking all the necessary protective measures to reduce the risk of the spread of COVID-19 and to ensure the safety and wellness of all involved.
COVID-19 spreads from person to person through the droplets that are produced when someone coughs or sneezes, which makes it easy to spread between people in close contact. Now let's get prepared to stay healthy. To reduce your chance of catching or spreading COVID-19, practice these simple everyday preventative measures. Droplets can also land on surfaces, so ensure that you wash your hands frequently for a minimum of 20 seconds or sing the happy birthday song twice. Avoid touching your face, especially your eyes, nose, and mouth. If soap and water are not readily available, use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer with an alcohol content between 60 and 90%. 70% is ideal. When you cough or sneeze, cover your nose and mouth with a flexed elbow or a tissue. Dispose of the tissue immediately and then wash your hands. If you notice someone has a fever and cough or other symptoms of respiratory illness, avoid close contact when possible. Let's all do our part to ensure that each and every Grenadian remains healthy. Our health is our collective responsibility.
Welcome back to Good Morning Grenada. Oh, that little bugger make me tired, eh, boy. All right, back inside with the Bible trivia this morning, the biblical trivia to ensure that we know what's going on in the good book. All right, back inside the trivia. Let's see. Next question. What type of insect did John the Baptist eat in the desert? We're starting to get deep in the dance. Let me go. What type of insect did John the Baptist eat in the desert? Answer me on the GBN Television Facebook page, the Grenada Broadcasting Network's YouTube channel, the WhatsApp. It's 435-2041. Please, only written messages on the WhatsApp. No calls, please, on the WhatsApp. Or you can answer me on the landline. Let's go. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, what was the insect John the Baptist ate in the desert?
I had to do this quick. Locust.
Locust. Thank you. What type of insect did John the Baptist eat in the desert? Let me see. Nobody in ready for me on the social media yet. Let me see what's going on WhatsApp. What? Okay, WhatsApp. I'm coming in just now. I see something that make me pause. Back to the landline. Good morning. Lucas. Thank you. What insect did John the Baptist eat in the desert? WhatsApp says, hold on. Let me make sure I have it from the top. WhatsApp says, wait, right. Locust, manicu. Locust, and wild honey. Insect. Wild honey is not insect. You see, that look like no, you know what? Thy knowledge. I won't say Googleations. It's okay. I'll give a bly. Let's go. What insect did John the Baptist eat in the desert? Didn't I just see that phone ringing? Yes, I was saying. I know I don't crazy completely. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
What was the insect?
Okay, it's just locust and wild honey.
Locust and wild honey.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good.
It says, okay, wild insect. Name us a wild insect. Let me start it over. Type of insect. Let's go. What type of insect did John the Baptist eat in the desert? Let me see. Go back by YouTube. YouTube says locust. John the Baptist ate locust. Facebook says grasshoppers. Locust, monkey. Locust. WhatsApp says what? Listen, okay, now I know you're playing with my feelings. The person that told me manicu now telling me oil down. Now I know you're trying to play with my feelings. No, Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, what was the insect?
Locust.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. What was the insect John the Baptist? Oh, she's so cute. The kids. What was the insect, or what type of insect did John the Baptist eat in the desert? Oh, they look like all they're on top of things. All right, let me see. Final phone call. Good morning. Locust. Thank you.
Dipped in wild honey.
All right, baby. Thank you. What type of insect did John the Baptist eat in the desert? Let me make my last rungs. YouTube, locust, Facebook, locust, WhatsApp, locust, wasn't it cockroach? They all over the place. Nope, not cockroach. Give a hard question. Listen, to me that was a hard question, okay? Okay, hold on, wait. All right, so the answer, yes, the answer is, what type of insect did John the Baptist eat in the desert? Locusts. Okay, hold on. All right, hold on. Let me see what's going on here. Okay. All right, I'll come through it one day now. What? No. That one look like an easy one. Hold on. Don't try to trick me. Hold on there, I'm coming though. I'm coming. Hey. Right. Who is Stephen in Acts of Apostles? Who is Stephen in the Acts of the Apostles? Who is Stephen in the Acts of the Apostles? Let's go. Let me see how hard this one gonna be. Hold on, y'all. No, Stalin. You see what's going on here, Stalin? No. We on a biblical road here, Stalin. Take it easy. Right, let me go. Who is Stephen in the Acts of the Apostles? Let me see. YouTube ain't ready yet. Facebook ain't ready yet. WhatsApp ain't ready yet. Hold on, let me see what's going on here. Stephen was stoned for teaching about Jesus. That one looked like a hard one. See, all can't come through and dance yet. Somebody else says he was a deacon. Wait, he was a deacon just now? Just a deacon there. All right, somebody else says, sorry, phone line, I didn't cut out the previous caller. Somebody says Paul. Somebody says he was a deacon, not too sure. See, now we're getting into the hard stuff. Let me go. They stoned Stephen, real big stone. Who was Stephen in the Acts of the Apostles? Let me see what's going on here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Who was Stephen in Acts of the Apostles?
One of Jesus'
Disciple.
Say it again.
One of Jesus' disciples.
Okay, thank you. Hold that there still. Now we start to get hard for all. Somebody, see somebody with the answer. Hold on. Somebody on what? No, let me read the WhatsApp answers. Peter's brother, the first Christian stoned to death, a follower who was stoned to death. Okay, I will believe what that person is. Stephen is the patron saint of deacons and stonemasons. The name Stephen is Greek, and chapter 6 of the Acts of the Apostle tells us that he was a Hellenist, a foreigner-born Jew who spoke Greek. That answer sounds so Google-ish. Somebody else says, the first Christian martyr, the first Martha, he was stoned to death. Somebody says a tax collector, the first martyr. Those are the WhatsApp answers so far. Let me go back by the phone lines. Good morning.
Good morning.
What's the answer?
Well, you see, Stephen was a martyr.
Mm-hmm.
That means that he died for the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
He died for God.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Thank you. I like that you know what martyr means. You get extra points for that part. I like that you could explain what it means. Extra points. Big up your whole self. Let me go. Who was Stephen in Acts of the Apostle? Let me see what's on Facebook. Stephen. Oh, I just read that. Oh, okay. I just read that on the WhatsApp. Somebody else. Let me see on YouTube. Stephen was stoned to death. He was a martyr. Let me see what's on the ARP. What's ARP? Deacon who was stoned to death by Saul. No voice notes, please. Sorry, somebody that was asking. No voice notes, love. Let's see. He was a patron saint of deacons. Somebody says a patron saint of all altar servers and deacons. Back to the phone line. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good.
All right. Who was Stephen in Acts of the Apostles?
Stephen was a martyr who was stoned to death for being a Christian, and the one who said, "Forgive them for what they have done."
Thank you. Have a good day. The children. Oh, yes, I'm a lover of kids. Thank you, caller. Aww. And well spoken too. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Let's go. Facebook. Deacon appointed to distribute food and charitable aid to poorer members. Back to the phone line. WhatsApp. Let me see what's cooking on WhatsApp before I take that caller. Caller, hold on, the caller. Right. Good morning.
Good morning to you again. He was a follower of Jesus who was stoned to death.
Okay. Thank you. Somebody says he was a patron saint of deacons. Stephen was one of the 7 deacons who was appointed by the apostles. I think he defended his faith because the court and enraged the Jewish people, so he was stoned to death. Lucas. Somebody says he was a Hellenist. He was a Hellenist. All right, most of you, not all. Yeah, I think it's most of you. Most of you are correct. He was a Christian martyr who was stoned to death. That's who Stephen was in the Acts of the Apostles. All right. Here what's going on there now. One all I can't really Google. I am thinking of a book in the Bible. Which is it? Let me see how many books of the Bible all I could name in the next 8 minutes or so. Blossom Robin Alexis-Welsh. I'm thinking of a book in the Bible. Which is it? Hit me up and let me know what you think. Read it. Look into my mind. Hold on. Take all the time. Callers, don't call yet. Take all the time and look into my eyes and listen to the sound of my voice, and I'll may be able to hear the answer. I am thinking of a... Hold on. Let me put on... I am thinking of a book in the Bible. Which is it? Let me see how many books in the Bible y'all could name. Let me go on the Facebook. Let me go on the WhatsApp. Let me go on the YouTube. Let me see how many books of the Bible I would get this morning. There we go. 4 9s first. Opening it with the phone line. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm thinking of a book in the Bible. Which is it?
Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy. All right. Hold that there still. All right. Let me see. I'm thinking of a book in the Bible. I'm thinking of a book in the Bible. Woo! Telling me about me. There we go. WhatsApp says Psalms, Luke, Ruth. This one. No calls on the WhatsApp, please. Just type it in. Just type it in. I'll share with the listeners and viewers what you said. Ruth, 3 people telling me Ruth. Ruth, Genesis, had to be Revelations in this 2020. Had to be Revelations in this 2020. I have a point. Good morning. Genesis, thank you.
Ruth.
Go ahead.
Wisdom. Revelation.
So, which one you think I'm thinking of? Which book in the Bible you think I'm thinking of?
Romans or wisdom.
Romans or wisdom?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on to that answer still. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. I'm thinking of a book in the Bible, which is Revelations in this 2020. Psalms, the book of Proverbs, Revelation, Psalm, Genesis, John, who knows? Hold on, wait. Yes, John, who knows? Timothy, Ruth, Genesis, Ezekiel, Timothy, Matthew. Let's go. Judges, Joel. Kizzy says Sam. Let me go back by YouTube. YouTube says Psalms. Miss Jeremiah says the book of John, Acts, Romans, Yes, Miss Jeremiah. Somebody says Ruth. Let me see what's on Facebook. Facebook says Genesis and Psalms. Good morning. Good morning. Hello?
Good morning.
Hi.
I think you're thinking about Titus.
About which one?
Titus.
Okay, hold on to Titus there still. Let's go. I'm thinking of a book in the Bible. I ain't hear nobody with it yet. Hold on, wait. Look, somebody named out. Don't try to cheat. Okay, here what's going on. The person who named out all the books in the Bible, you have the correct answer there, but which one is it? Miss D, you take long. Come. You take long to come. Proverbs? All right, hold on there, Miss D. Take it there still. I'm thinking of a book in the Bible. Ooh, let me give all you a hint. I would not think of an easily remembered one. Or no, I would not think of an obvious book. I wouldn't think of an obvious one like Genesis or Psalms. I wouldn't think of an obvious one. That's the only hint I'm giving all you. I have 3 more minutes. Let me go. I'm thinking of a I'm thinking of a book in the Bible. Which one is it? Let me go. Back by the phone lines. Good morning.
Good morning, Blossom. How are you?
I'm good. How you do?
Oh, good for the time.
All right. I'm thinking of a book in the Bible. Which is it?
The book of John.
The book of John. All right. Thank you. I'm thinking of a book in the Bible. Let me see what's on YouTube. YouTube says Solomon, Philemon, Joshua, Lamentations. Facebook says no book but the Bible. Maccabees, the Bible. WhatsApp says, hold on, let me go back by where I reach on the WhatsApp. Hold on there, Ollie. I'm thinking of a book in the Bible. Which is it? There we go. Chronicles, no calls on the WhatsApp, please. Luke, Esther, Elijah, say Sam, Revelation, Exodus. There we go. Sorry. I'm thinking of a book in the Bible. John 3:16. No calls on the WhatsApp, please. Joshua, Exodus, Esther, Malachi, the book of Joel, Joshua. You fumble on it this morning, I think. You sure? You're thinking Lamentations. You're sure about that? Oh, come on. I have 2 more minutes. How about, nope. Malachi, Corinthians, Exodus, Joshua. Not a soul has it. Esther, Philemon. What letter does it begin with? Okay. It begins with a T. It begins with a T. Job. Nobody has... Look at that. Oh, you see? Nobody. Hold on. Let me see. I see somebody with a T on the WhatsApp. The WhatsApp says Titus, 1st and 2nd Timothy. Titus, like somebody coming with it. Timothy, Titus. Somebody has it, I skip it. Hold on, I don't ready yet. Oh yes, I should ready, man. Somebody says Titus, Timothy. Hold on there. Let me go back by the phone lines. I'm thinking of a book in the Bible. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Blossom. I think you're thinking about Genesis and Revelation. Genesis. The beginning and the end.
Okay. Fair enough. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Yes, Miss D. Thessalonians? Okay, if you say so. Let me go. All right, y'all were correct. Well, y'all are lately correct. Thessalonians, 2nd Thessalonians to be precise. Yep, 2nd Thessalonians. You see, I would come up with one that y'all wouldn't think of. I wouldn't come up with Psalms and John and Mark and Matthew. No, that is easy thing. Thessalonians, and I like to say it too. Thessalonians. Put your tongue between your teeth. Thessalonians. Yep. The book I was thinking about. Look at it here. 2nd Thessalonians. I was going to say Ephesians, but then I changed my mind. Thank you guys so much for participating in Bible Trivia. I think I will do another Bible Trivia next Tuesday, God willing. So go and read up on the Bible, refresh the memories, and prepare for when I come through next week, Tuesday, God willing, and hit all it with the trivia. Or it could come true with the correct answers. Thank you so much for participating. It has always been fun here on Good Morning Grenada. Stick and stay. We're getting ready to join the BBC for the 8 a.m. newscast. Thank you guys so much. Have a productive Tuesday. Those of you heading out, continue to be safe. Do what you need to protect yourselves. Bye, everybody. Bless, 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 bless.